Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Trish, and today, here we go. I'm trying it again. I am doing a Pan That palette for 2023. Now, if you guys saw my Pan That palette for 2022, it did not go well. I chose a really bad color story to try to pan, as well as I just gave up on it halfway through the year and set it aside, and then the move happened and I think the palette got thrown away because I lost it. But this year I'm going to try it again, and I chose a color story that I think will work for me all year long, and I'm very excited to share that with you. So if that is something that interests you, just go ahead and keep watching. First, if you have yet to subscribe, I'd love it if you join the family. And now let's see what palette I chose for 2023. Okay, so you guys, I have to tell you, up until an hour ago, the palette that I was going to choose was going to be the Nars Skin Deep palette. However, the clasp broke on this, so it no longer stays shut. And this palette is 4 years old. So I did not feel comfortable leaving a palette open a whole year without being able to shut it. And so I decided, instead of panning this palette, I am going to go ahead and declutter this palette. It doesn't bother me overly much. This was a favorite palette of mine, especially the shade right here. But I haven't used this palette in a while. Like, today was the first time I've used it in, I want to say, 6 months. So it doesn't bother me to declutter that palette. But that left me in a little bit of a pickle because I didn't have any other palette that I had really on my radar to pan. So after going through my collection, I finally settled on the BH Cosmetics Hanging in Hawaii. And this is what that palette looks like. The reason I chose this palette, sorry, I'm trying to show you guys the colors, but the reason I chose this palette, it doesn't have a lot of uses on it, but it has a lot of shades to choose from. And the palette that I chose last year was a smaller palette with less shades to choose from. And it also has this row down here that's more cool tone or cool leaning. It's not cool tone, but it's cool leaning. And then it has the beautiful warm tones. So it does give me a few options, and it would pair great with any other palette that I wanted to put it with, or any other eyeshadows. I mean, this palette is very versatile, and I think I kind of need that in my Pan That palette. So if you guys are new and you don't know what a Pan That palette is, basically I'm going to be using this palette all year long in hopes to use it up completely. Now, I'm not going to be tracking, well, okay, I might track usage. We'll have to see. I tried that last year and it did not work out the greatest for me, but I will try and see how it works out for me, and I'll let you know in the first update whether or not I'm going to be tracking usage. But I do want to get some use out of this. I've said for a long time that these BH Cosmetics travel palettes, the ones specifically with the mirror in them, are some of my favorites. I have the Love in London as well as this one. And I really want to get my use out of these. And for me right now, natural makeup is the way to go because of me being more outdoors, and just, it's my lifestyle right now. So natural colors are more for me, but this does give me the option of a little bit of pink color, which I'm not the hugest fan of pink, but pink pairs really well with purples and reds, so I can make that work. But this is going to be my Pan That palette for 2023. I am super excited to see what kind of progress I can make on this, and of course I will try to do monthly updates. If I don't have a lot of progress, I'm probably not going to be doing monthly updates. It might be every other month, but I do want to try to use this up. At the end of this year, I will probably end up throwing away whatever is left, unless I think I can finish it within the first couple of months of 2024. But for now, I'm going to say at the end of this year, I'm going to throw this away. But you guys, I'm super excited for this palette, and this is where I am starting out with this palette. So I hope you guys guys will subscribe and follow along with my progress on this palette. I can't wait to see what I can do with it. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this quick intro to my Pan That palette. And if you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It sure does help me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!